Hey guys, and welcome to the patch notes for the 8th of August 2018 patch. So there's a couple of nice changes in these patch notes, including, at long last, 2-second pots. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So, start off with, the guild attendance rewards have been refreshed. From the 9th of August until the 26th of December, guild attendance rewards will once again exist for all players. Simply join a guild, log in every day for something like 31 days, 35 days, and earn the guild attendance rewards. We will have to wait a couple of hours to find out what's in them, but they should be fairly nice as always. Double the rewards event, a new event where silver and guild experience given as guild mission completion rewards has been added. So until the 29th before maintenance, doing any guild missions will give double the silver and experience towards the guild that they normally give. Saddle Up event will continue for another week. The loyalty attendance rewards will continue until the 5th of September. Creo's Favor event has ended, as have Wars revamped and Gather Sir Bianca's voucher events. And some new content has been added. In fact, there's a couple new interesting pieces of content. The biggest one, with the most implications on game balance, is the instant HP and mana potions have been added to the game. So, same amount of HP and mana recovery, but instead of 3-second cooldown, we have a 2-second cooldown. This is big for a number of reasons, including your survivability will go way up in Node Wars, as you can chug down 3 pots at the same time you could chug down 2 before. Fairies have had 2 seconds as the lower limit for their cooldown if you had a max tier fairy with the potion chugging ability, but they had to wait for a second until they could use the older pots. With instant pots, they can now chug potions on cooldown for you. Apart from that, guaranteed enhancements have been added. So you can now succeed on guaranteed enhancement on main, sub, awakening weapon, as well as helmets, armor, gloves, and shoes, from plus 13 to plus 15, using magic blackstones, so not normals, and performing a guaranteed enhancement. This will use up 30 durability and has a 100% chance of success. So the items you need to use are for plus 13, you need to use Stabilized Magic Blackstone from plus 13 to plus 15 for green gear. For blue gear, you need to use Cleansed Magic Blackstone. And for boss gear, you need to use Flawless Magic Blackstone. So in order to obtain these Blackstones, you defeat world bosses and field bosses. They cannot be registered in the marketplace, and you need different amounts of them based on green, blue, or boss gear. So for plus 13, you need 5. Not for green and blue boss, for plus 13, plus 14, and plus 15. So for plus 13, you need 5 of them. For plus 14, you need 8 of them. And for plus 15, you need 13 of them. Personally, I would only really use these for plus 15 on boss gear, as saving a bunch of durability is pretty nice. But adding them to the game is definitely a nice step forward, and definitely a step up from the Force Enhance, which consumes 100 durability in order to go to plus 15. So there's a few other changes. There's a new challenge, Gorgath's Gift, that has to do with that. So you'll get Stabilized Magic Blackstone, 5 of each for level 50 to 53, and at 54 you'll get 6. So in total, I believe it's 26 of them, which is enough to perform 2 plus 15 enhancements. So not too bad. Unfortunately, it's only Stabilized Magic Blackstone, or at least it says it's only Stabilized Magic Blackstone, saying of each. Could mean for the level, but it could also mean that we get a Stabilized Cleanse and Flawless. However, it probably only means Stabilized Magic Blackstone. The following titles have been added, so Dark Knight, Costume Crafter, and Costume Expert, Striker, and Mystic, the same thing. You get them for designing a class-specific Caltheon Noble Dress or Noble Suit for the first time. And if you do it 10 times, you get the Expert title. Apart from that, the other biggest change to this patch is that the game client will now close without the message connection with the server has been lost. So if you go to exit the game, you won't have to go to the login screen and press OK, enter to fully quit the game. It'll just quit the game automatically for you. Big change. Now, apart from this, apart from the things I've already mentioned, there's not much else that has changed this patch. There's a number of quality of life fixes. So for sailboats, if you're at the dock and they're all crowded together, it'll instantly teleport you to the steering wheel of your ship if you left click on the ship icon in the top left corner. Only for Afaria sailboat, frigate, and the Old Bartalia sailboat, though. Click on the ship icon while on standby or swimming to move to the steering wheel of your ship. The other big change this patch is damage reduction effect has now been decreased by 5% during PvP. So Uragon, this is a small nerf to Uragons, a small nerf to any damage reduction items you have, including armor pieces, and will increase damage in PvP, but that should be more than offset by the addition of instant potions. Most of the class fixes this week are just fixes, fixing issues. Fixed graphical issue, fixed graphical issue, wrong description, graphical awareness. There's a few small item changes, but they're mostly just little tooltip fixes. The following items can now be sold in NPC shops: chicken feed, good chicken feed, and special chicken feed. A small amount of number increases to some Balanos and Serendia monsters. Blue Whale and Calc loot tables have been slightly changed. So the following items have been removed from the loot table for both Blue Whale and Calc. So Magic Crystal Infinity for precision all the way through agility, as well as the gemstones, sturdy shoes, starfish, seaweed, viscous liquid, cursed fang, corrupt crystal, and the gold bar 1G. In exchange, however, the following items already on the drop table have had their drop rates increased or decreased. Sharp black crystal shards plus 400%, hards for plus 1200%, and plus 400% for both weapon and armor stones. Ancient Magic Crystal, Harfia, Cobalinus, Viper, History, and Karme have all had their chances drop decreased. Blue Whale Molar Earring has been increased, as have Oil, Tendon, and Meat Max drop amount. For the Calc, the exact same changes have been added, except instead of the Blue Whale specific drops, it's the Calc specific drops that have been changed. So you can see the intent of the changes here is to reduce the amount of magic crystals dropped and instead increase items that are more relevant to today's endgame and increase the desirability of hunting down blue whales and calcs. Apart from that, not much else has changed this patch. There have been a lot of issues fixed, a lot of fixed the overlapping, fixed X issue, fixed Y issue, but the big changes this patch are for sure the extra damage, so the damage reduction effect that's been decreased in PvP, the instant potions, and the guaranteed enhancement system. Those are for sure the biggest changes in these patch notes. One last thing that has changed in these patch notes that isn't in these notes is, oops, not that one. If I go to the Pearl shop, so Pearl, for any lawn players, the Canopy Classic set has been added to the Pearl shop for the lawn. So for any lawn players that were hoping to make their lawn their cooking main, you can now do so and use the Canopy set to get down to that 1 second cook time. Anyways guys, these are the patch notes for the 8th of August 2018 patch. Hope you enjoyed them. Subscribe if you liked it, and as always, have a good one.